Online is Google. We were set a series of challenges where I would be using Google and Otis would be using anything and everything else. The first part of the challenge was all about finding information. The technology at the core of Google is their search engine. It's by far the most popular search engine, cornering nearly 75% of the market. But is it the best?
All right, then. I mean, apart from you, who doesn't Google? It's so simple. My mum Googles, my cat can Google.
Listen, you only use Google because it's the biggest. And you see, this is the problem, Susie. People are so busy using the site du jour that they're unaware that there may be smaller, better sites out there.
Google's got the biggest index of web pages in the world. There are literally billions to choose from and more added every day. And you can search in the blink of an eye.
OK, well, if that's your argument... What are you doing?
Blinking my eyes.
Well, if that's your argument, why not use one of the meta search engines, which compiles its data from loads of search engines, including Google?
Because it takes ages.
Oh, what, 2 seconds?
Yeah, 2 seconds. I could be drinking a cup of coffee, eating a piece of cake, riding a motorbike, riding a horse, not...
Well, I thought I'd found a search engine which could be a true rival to Google. Microsoft's new site, Bing. It does everything that Google does, and it's got a few tricks up its sleeve. And I think it's going to help me win the challenge.
To find out, we put our choices to the test in the ultimate battle of knowledge, a high-pressure quiz.
Welcome to Master Find. Our first contestant is Susie Perry, working with Google. Our second contestant is Otis Dealey, working with Bing. Now, today we're going to be deviating slightly from what you might expect, in that you'll both be answering the same questions in order for us fairly to test your chosen search engines against each other. Now, Mr. Dealey, would you kindly don the rather nice pair of noise-cancelling headphones while Ms. Perry takes the floor?
With headphones and a blindfold on, I would be oblivious to Susie's answers.
Susie and Google, your time starts now. It may be cold and dark in our Masterfind studio, but what's the weather in London?
On Google, weather comes up as an instant forecast rather than a link, and it was fast.
It's, sunny and cloudy with a little bit of rain.
Correct. What's the population of Rome?
The top link from Google took me to a population count from this year.
2,656,000.
Correct. You may have heard of Hello Kitty, the inexplicably popular cartoon kitten, but does she have any siblings?
Some popular searches will reveal deep links, links that point to a specific page within a site.
She's got a twin sister called Mimi.
Correct. What's the weather going to be in London tomorrow?
John had already checked the weather with the Met Office, so mine had better be accurate.
Exactly the same as today.
Excellent. Who won the Women's Football World Cup in 1999?
Searching the 99 World Cup using Google's handy timeline option took me straight to the answer.
United States of America.
Correct. Thank you, Susie. Would you please take your seat and the noise-cancelling headphones? Now, Otis and Bing, would you please take your seat?
Come on, Bing. Bing has a number of different features to Google, including the ability to preview the content of sites to help you quickly find what you're looking for.
Your time starts now. It may be cold and dark in our Masterfind studio, but what's the weather in London?
The weather on Bing came up as an instant answer, with more details than Google. It will be cloudy with some rain, with a southwesterly wind of 17 miles per hour.
Most comprehensive. What's the population of Rome?
This also came up as an instant answer, but it wasn't as up-to-date as Susie's. 2,553,873 people.
That's correct if you're going off the 2005 census. You may have heard of Hello Kitty, the inexplicably popular cartoon kitten. Does she have any siblings?
Like Google, Bing showed Hello Kitty's site with deep links, but not as the first option. Instead, it was sitting under image results and surrounded by a distracting amount of related searches and sponsored sites, which slowed me right down. I believe she has a twin sister called Mimi.
Correct! Very good. What's the weather? I've started, so I'll finish. What's the weather going to be in London tomorrow?
Bing saves previous searches, so I could easily bring up the weather again and find tomorrow's forecast. Tomorrow is going to be cloudy with some rain.
Correct.
I'd got the London weather right, but my searches had taken longer than Susie's, and I never got to the last question.
Susie, you get 5 points. Otis, you only get 3 points, meaning that Susie and Google are the winners.
I tell you what, though, I liked a bit of Bing. I thought Bing was an interesting thing.
Sometimes you have to be very specific in order to get your answer.
In the question that you asked it?
Yes.
Yes, but you did get some detailed answers. For
You did.
example, the weather was much better than the Google weather, for example.
But you won overall, and that's significant. I mean, it's amazing. You know, Google aren't the biggest media corporation on the planet for nothing, are they?
It's so easy to use as well, isn't
It's
it?
part of everyday life, Google.
However, it is only the first part
Yes,
of
it
the
is.
challenge. You
Yeah.
haven't won the whole thing yet, Susie.
Not yet. In which we're trying to find out whether Google can run your life online. I'm with Google on this one.
And I'm against Google and her, and I'm armed with everything else.
Well, we've already seen Google make very light work of answering questions in our first quiz, Master Find. But Google isn't just a search engine. It's a mammoth collection of software that can pretty much solve every task you can think of, ever.
Yes, but Susie, is it a case of jack of all trades, master of none? Well, we'll be going head-to-head to find out as we pay homage to one of the great game shows of TV history.
Again, I could only use Google.
Whereas I was allowed to use absolutely any website I wanted except Google.
Oh, Crystal Maze!
Yes, indeed. Welcome to the Gadget Maze. Now, I've got some very testing and stringent challenges for you, so I'd like you to follow me to the most exciting zone of all, the shopping zone.
Yes!
Great.
Shopping results.
Love shopping.
Just like in the original cult show Crystal Maze, we'd be facing a series of challenges. In our case, testing Google against its competitors.
Now, this is the shopping zone. Your task is to go in there, locate a computer, go online, and get me the items on these shopping lists. I want you to get as many as possible, as cheaply as possible, including post and package, and you've only got 3 minutes to do it. Now, if you're not out in 3 minutes, I'm going to lock you in.
Oh, come on.
Oh, it's weird.
Okay, Otis. Yes. This is your cell.
What's this? Out of the way. Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, cool.
We each had to find all the items for as little as possible. Me using Google product search.
And me using any other price comparison sites. I looked first at Kelku and found them, which searches through specialist subject areas rather than the whole web. But after some deliberation, I settled on Price Runner, which employs a team of real people to check prices and, unlike Google product search, includes the delivery price.
He looks very adroit.
Oh, I don't want it in dollars. This is so fiddly.
Many of the items Google listed were out of stock. I was getting nowhere.
$129.99. Oh, I'll just put that down anyway.
I was flying along. Price Runner was really easy to scan.
He's faster than Susie. But is he going to be cheaper?
You've got 1 minute left.
Okie doke.
No. With 1 minute to go, I still only had one item.
Come on.
10 seconds.
No. Okay.
5, 4,
I've got to get out, ain't I?
2, 1.
Okay, yeah.
Right, come on, let's see your scroll.
Okay.
Susie, thank you. Susie, you've only got 3 items. Otis, you've got 5 items, and all yours are cheaper than Susie's except for 1.
Yes!
Never mind. Because in the Gadget Maze we have more challenges. Come on.
So, Price Runner had beaten Google, but we still had another task to complete. This was the photographic zone.
This way, come on.
And this time, we'd be using photo software.
Now, on each of your computers, you're going to see this photograph, which, let's face it, is pretty poor.
Of your Gadget Show team. Now, the challenge is to edit it as best you can, improve it,
And get it online for all to see.
Again, we'd be going head-to-head to see who could do the best job in 5 minutes.
Get in. Right, Otis, Susie, your 5 minutes starts now.
Google's Picasa software downloads to your PC and lets you manage and edit your photos from there.
Let's have a look at it. There's definitely some red-eye, so let's do that first.
I'd be using Flickr, the world's most popular photo-sharing site with added editing software. Because everything is browser-based, I've got to find my picture on my computer, upload it, then I can tinker with it. Which was all very well, but the file was big and my internet connection was slow. Come on.
I was already using Picasa's automatic red-eye removal and sharpening tool.
Right, that's got rid of the red eye. That's looking slightly better. Let's lift it a little bit. So we use auto contrast. Well, it's definitely given it some contrast, but now it's pretty orangey.
The sharpening tool wasn't that good either.
4 minutes.
My image was still soft.
Not really much difference there, to be honest.
Now, even if you don't want to stare at a screen all day long, you could always make something with some rope, canvas and wood.
My picture had finally uploaded and I started using Flickr's basic yet powerful editing tools.
Bang! That's that one gone. Bang! That one gone too. Oh, that's really good, that.
Once I'd done my best with the picture, I hit the upload button to share it via Picasso's web albums. Then all I had to do was wait.
This is the nerve-wracking bit.
Well, I hope Susie gets locked in.
Bit blurry around the edges. Sharpen, please.
I was finding that Flickr gave me great editing results and was easy to use.
Look at that!
I just had to save my image in order to share it.
15 seconds.
I'm out of here.
3,
Yes! Yes!
2...
Well done! Well done. You only just made that, Susie. Now, let's have a look. This is the Picasso system, which Susie used. Now, looking at this picture, it's a little bit fuzzy. Yeah, well, let's look at Otis's effort on Flickr. Well, look, that's plain to see. It's so much more vivid. Yeah, the light's better on this bloke's glasses.
Jason.
So we can only deduce that Flickr is the better system, which makes you, Otis, in conjunction with your shopping win, the winner of this part of the challenge.
Yes!
With one victory already to Google and one to everything else, it was all to play for in the final part of the challenge.
And our theme of high drama would continue as the final challenge revolved around a head-to-head treasure hunt.
Our gadget treasure hunt would involve solving 3 clues that would lead us across the taxing terrain of Birmingham. To solve them, I could only use Google.
And I could use any software except Google. To make things worse, we were confined to our base. But to help, we'd have a runner each who we'd have to guide around the city. OK, so this is our base. We've got a laptop each, and allegedly, we've got runners.
Yay! Look, treasure hunt legends.
Oh, we're here. We're there. We're ready.
We're seasoned
Are you
treasure
scared?
hunters.
How is that fair? Now you're in trouble. Best friend, TV presenter and marathon runner,
I know, that
Angelica
sounds
Bell.
fair.
You two may have worked on the same show, but not at the same time.
That's
We've
true.
worked together. We are a team. We are one.
We are not phased.
Right, enough of the chit-chat. We've got a challenge to win.
That's right. The sooner we start, the sooner we win.
We'll be winning it.
We'll be winning it.
Thank you very much.
You've got a lot to lose. Let's go.
But all too soon, our runners were being whisked off to their starting destinations. It was time for the first clue.
In Brindley Place, there is an eminent chap, but you'll only find him by using your map.
Our first clue was clearly about navigation, so I chose multimap. I'm going to use directions now because I want to get to Brindley Place from where you are.
And I'd obviously go with Google Maps, but I knew of a great little extra, Google Latitude. With your friend's permission, it can track their smartphone and pinpoint their location.
As you can see, there she is.
Whereas I had to do it the old-fashioned way. Start walking up Ellis Street, yeah?
Ellis Street.
Yeah, until you get to Brownsea Drive, and then take a left.
Google Street View was a massive help in pointing Annika the right way.
If I just click on this little yellow man here and drag him over to where she says she is, and then I just put the man there and wait for it to load up, there you go. I can see the buildings that Annika can actually see.
Need to turn to your left.
And head that way towards
Broad Street. It's all working, Susie. It's genius. We're moving. Man, why did I go to the gym this morning?
Annika arrived at Brindley Place first.
Where's the eminent man?
Hey! Hang on! We found him!
Get the clue! But would she be able to figure out the clue?
Oh, it's in French.
So I'm going to use the Google Quick Translator.
Si vous entrez dans Ravenne, la tête haute, vous vous retrouvez parmi les personnalités de marque.
Google translates 42 languages and can automatically detect the input language. It did a great job, but I didn't want Otis to catch a word.
If you enter the arena head high, you'll be among the VIPs. So you've got to find an arena. OK?
National Indoor Arena. Should we go there?
Right, I'm going to Google that.
We'd found the arena, but we still had to decipher the parts about VIPs.
There's some VIP
Boxes. So that's what it must mean about head high.
Meanwhile, Angelica was playing catch-up.
Oh my God, yeah, I've got it. It's done. Thank you very much. Right, Otis, it's in French.
OK, right.
Si vous entrez dans... La reine, la tête haute. Vous.
Angelica's rusty French skills weren't helping.
Just put translate French into...
No, you're not allowed to use Google.
I've got one, darling. I've got one. Babelfish.
Babelfish only translates 14 languages but has been around longer than Google Translate. But it got a little stuck on the phrase VIPs.
OK, it says... If you enter the arena, the head high...
OK, if you enter the arena from head high...
You will find yourselves among the personalities of Mark. What does that mean?
I knew Team Susie had already figured out the destination, so I needed to get a move on.
Come on.
I'm going to Bing now, and then I'm going to do a search for arenas in Birmingham.
Right, we're going. We're off. National Indoor Arena this way? Yeah, cool.
With the clue partially translated, we'd made it to the arena, but the bad translation meant Annika had beaten us to it.
Thanks to Google, we easily found the VIP boxes on the top floor of the arena.
Ah! We've got it.
Give us the next clue, then. Get your little paws on it.
Right. In the first chapter of Thomas Hardy's A Group of Noble Dames...
In what kind of shop does Betty propose to Reynard?
Find this out and you'll be in your element.
It was a pretty cryptic clue, but I knew where to start. Google Books.
This might give us an in.
But Team Otis were hot on our heels as Angelica finally found the right box, just minutes behind Annika.
Oh my God, I've got it.
Cool, what is it?
Angelica and I now had the last clue too, and I found the right book online at Project Gutenberg. Now I just had to find what kind of shop it was.
I've got it. Page 11. Wait a minute, listen.
A jeweller's shop. So I'm going to Google Element Jeweller in Birmingham.
Jelly!
We'd both found the final location. It was Element Jewellers in Birmingham's Jewellery Quarter, and now it was a straight race to the finish.
Where are you now?
Okay, Edward Street, I'm on it now.
Jewellery Quarter.
Here we are.
We were closing the gap. Angelica was running flat out. It was looking tight.
You're so close. You're nearly there.
This is Warstone's Lane.
I'm on Warstone Lane.
Yes.
OK, what are the street names coming up there?
Oh, what's that ahead?
Come on.
You found it, Jelly?
Number 3. It's number 3 down there. Come on, run.
It's number 3.
Nearly there. We're nearly there, because I can see number 1.
Quick, she's really close behind you.
Element.
Right, just go in the shop.
What does it say?
Congratulations, you are the winner!
Yes! The treasure hunters are victorious.
We nearly did it.
Congratulations, Susie. Congratulations, Google.
Oh, absolutely. I think you're right. I mean, I think a lot of people will be really impressed at what you can draw on in the Google universe.
Oh, I think it's amazing, isn't it? We didn't even talk about Google Docs.
We didn't even go to the whole free word processor spreadsheet thing, you know? I mean, you didn't even need to, Suze, because you're still beaten.
Yes.
Yay.
OK, I was beaten, but there will be more challenges, and I will be victorious.
Ah.
We'll see you next time.
Hey, see you next time, when he won't be victorious.
Whatever.